So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll teach you guys how to read news and how it affects the markets. So without anything, let's get started. So the first thing is that you have to head over to like Forex Factory. That's where you're gonna know all the news that are gonna occur this week, this month, this year. So yeah, head over to Forex Factory. The link will be in my description. So yeah, these are all the news that are coming this month. So what you can do is there's a filter options right here. Let me explain you what are these. So these are the impactness of the news. So there's red folder news, there's orange folder news, there's yellow folder news, and then there's gray folder news. The gray folder means that there's bank holiday. So what happens if there's a bank holiday? Price tend to consolidate. So price doesn't move that much. There's no volatility in the market. So that's what a silver or a gray folder news means. And then there's yellow folder news. These are normal news. It's not going to affect price that much. So the most volatility that the market brings is during red folder news. After that, orange folder news. So I tend to like mark out these two, like you can filter it out, and then it's going to show all the red and orange folder news. So that's what I use, and then yeah, apply. And then there's this section right here, which is going to tell you what all date you want to like know that the news is coming. So let's say the news is coming this week, so it's going to show you, it's like just a filter that's going to show you all the news that is coming this week. And these are a little helpful for traders to like filter it out, and it'll be easier. So yeah, those are the things. So let me go to this one. This section right here going to show you what day the news is going to come. The here is going to show what time is going to come. Here is going to show what type of folder, what currency pair is going to affect, and then yeah, that's something that you guys need to know. So we'll be focusing on how to read red folder and orange folder news. So the first thing that you guys need to know is that I have categorized these two things into like subcategories. So there's one is very high impact red folder news, and then there's high impact red folder news. So these two tend to like bring a lot of volatility in the market. So the thing is that during these market, like in very high impact news, I tend to avoid a day before these news gonna come, because price usually consolidate that time. So there's no volatility before the day the news is gonna release. So yeah, uh, during that time, so I'd like to avoid, if the news is coming on Wednesday, I like to avoid trading on Tuesday. Why? Because the price usually consolidates. So that's one thing. And on high impact news, I don't trade during the news. Okay, so if the news is coming on let's say Wednesday, so I don't trade on Wednesday. I take trades after the news is going to release. So in both the cases, you can trade after the news gets released, because it gives good volatility. So you can trade after the news, because if you trade during the news, it's like pure gambling. So yeah, what I used to do, trade after the news comes. So yeah, that's one thing. So avoid the day, avoid the day when the news is gonna come, and then avoid a day prior the news gonna come. So these are two things that you're gonna keep in mind. So this FOMC, NFP, and CPI. Okay, and then PPI, CORP, CE, and FOMC meeting minutes. This is different. The conference is done by Powell, and this meeting minutes is a little different than that. So yeah. That's one thing. And then let me go to yeah. So how are you gonna read the news? So the thing is that as you can see, the red folder news, I'm gonna focus on USD pairs, because that's usually what I tend. You can like no. So yeah, there's NFP over here. So what happens here? There's data, right? So one is previous data. So what happened in the previous news that occurred. So let's say we are taking NFP as an example. So here 84K. Okay. So this data. So and then this is forecast. Forecast you're gonna get before the news is gonna come. So let's say okay. So these are news that are yet to come. So what happened? We have a forecast, and then we have previous data. So what happened in the previous day? So let's say we want to open on core PPI. Okay. So the thing is that here you can see it's expecting. So forecast means what we are expecting when the news comes. So what happens? It's expecting data to come around 0.3%. Okay. So previous what it came 0.1%. Okay. So if the data comes more than 0.3, okay, you can read here the effect. Okay, if it comes, if the forecast is if the actual, okay, this is actual. So what is going to come when the news is going to release? There's some numbers, right? So if that comes, okay, if that comes greater than the forecast, it's good for currency. What currency? USD. So DXY is going to pump. So let's say if it's good for currency, okay, so let's say if it's good for currency, what happens to the gold? A DXY index. So if a news comes here, and then it's good for currency, what tends to happen is going to increase. Okay, there'll be like a big huge candle here, like in the upside. So what does that mean? So that means that dollar is going to go up. what happens? Gold is gonna fall. Because why? Because they're inversely correlated. So every pair which has US on the front and then some other pair. Okay. So let's say we are having USD and slash and some other pair. Okay. So what's gonna happen? All the pair which are USD is gonna go up, and all the pair right here will gonna go down. So this is XAU USD. So here USD data came good. So what happens is going to go down. If the USD is front and some other pair is on the back, what happens? It's going to pump. So that's one thing that you can like know. So there's USD cat. So USD the data came good. So what is going to happen? It's going to pump. Okay. And here AUD is there, USD is there afterwards. So what's going to happen? It's going to fall. Okay. So that's one thing. And NAS is with USD. So it's going to go up. US 30 is going to go up, S&P is going to go up, and then Bitcoin slash US dollar. So US dollar showed power. So what's going to happen? It's going to fall down. So that's how you can like predict what's going to happen based on the news. So that's one thing. And then is there anything else that I can? Okay. That's how you're gonna know how to read news. So basically, it's given right here. If the actual is greater than the forecast, so here the data is 0.3. Let's say the news comes, it comes 0.4. What's gonna happen? It's good for currency. It's gonna go up. Gold is gonna fall down. Other pairs with USD gonna go up. So that's how you can read news. It's given in almost like every time. So let's go. So what else? See, here the actual was 137K and the data came more than the actual data. So what is going to happen? You can just read it out. Actual is greater than forecast is good for currency. So what happened yesterday? Yesterday, wait, one second. Dollar index. It's here. See, dollar index pumped. Dollar index pumped right here. Gold fell that time. Somewhere around here. Yeah, this fall. So that's how you can like read the markets. And if there's a bank holiday, what's going to happen? There will be literally no volatility. Price will consolidate for the whole day. So that's one thing. And then yeah, that's all for like news trading. It's like very simple thing. Yeah, hope you guys gain some knowledge on this. So yeah, with that, make sure you like, subscribe, share. Till then, we'll meet again. Bye bye.